Now to the biggest legal crisis that the royal family has faced after Britain's High Court sided with lawyers for an Australian woman suing Prince Andrew for alleged sexual assault. Virginia Giuffre accuses the Duke of York of abusing her on several occasions and claims that he publicly has denied.
As part of his defence, Prince Andrew's lawyers claimed he wasn't served legal papers properly, but rather than making a ruling, the High Court offered to assist with the papers being served, which means it's almost certain that the Duke will have to answer questions now under oath.
Sunrise Royal editor Rob Jobson is live now in London. Morning to you, Jobbo. What now for Andrew?
Well, it's a mess for him. I mean, this whole business of not engaging in this legal process has been clearly the ploy that he's been using with his lawyers from the outset, and he believed that he was in a strong legal position on that. But clearly now this ruling from the New York courthouse to the High Court, and the High Court saying they will serve the papers, ends all this real nonsense about who served what and where, because it all seems like you're just running away and that you're not engaging properly in a way that people should. The fact he's a royal, he lives in a big house with a gate on it, means that you can't get access to it, and the papers were served to one of his police officers. But the interesting thing that has also come out of the court, guys, is that the judge is now saying that the secret deal that was done by Virginia Giuffre in 2009 with Jeffrey Epstein, who of course later died in prison and was convicted sex offender, but the deal that she did with him for a financial payout it could now be unsealed, which actually could be another way that Andrew and others that may be in her sights can actually get out of this case, because that was a deal that if she was paid out, which she was, meant that she would have to sign off and say there will be no other claims against Epstein and co, i.e. people such as Prince Andrew. So it is developing quickly. We're going to have to wait and see exactly where it goes. But I don't expect Andrew to have to give evidence in a New York court. And I don't think, because certainly he won't have to be extradited, because this isn't a criminal case, it's a civil case.
Just incredible how it's playing out at the moment. There's some big, obviously some big moments ahead too. To another issue, apart from what we've seen on the cover of Time magazine in the past, we now have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who have made that magazine's Time 100 list of most influential people. Jobbo, where exactly do they stand in the influential stakes?
Well, I think Time magazine were probably having a bit of a laugh here, because you've also got Dolly Parton and Britney Spears on there, so I'm not quite sure how this was worked out. But, I mean, it's great for them. They're on the front cover. They want to be on the front cover and out there and for their charitable causes. He's been getting a bit of stick at Harry in particular over here, because he's been accused of looking like he's actually her hairdresser on the front cover, but which is
he's done a good
unfair
job. It's quite amazing.
I think he'd secretly admit
dramatic.
that himself, Jobbo, wouldn't you? Like on reflection, when he looks at that.
Look how good that
But the other thing, if you look at it, it's one of those weird photograph, guys. If you look at it, it looks like he's sort of, if you look at it from a distance, it looks like his head's sort of been pasted on there. It's like floating around. It's a really weird photograph because, of course, of the height difference with him trying to show they're on a parity. All very good, all very woke, and good luck to them, really. They're on the front cover of Time, which used to mean something.
Used to mean something, says it all.
They've mastered the steely glare, haven't they?
All right, Jobbo. See ya.